This jail security camera captured something truly shocking. A judge personally escorted an inmate to his cell and later walked in himself, not leaving until the next morning. What really happened inside that cell? You won't believe it. You see, Joe Serna had served 3 brutal tours in Afghanistan as a decorated Green Beret. He survived gunfire, multiple IED explosions, and even a sinking military truck accident in a canal that killed his 3 fellow soldiers. But those events left him deeply traumatized, and things got worse after he retired and returned home, leading to severe PTSD and claustrophobia. Despite his best efforts, Joe began numbing the pain with alcohol, which eventually landed him in Veterans Treatment Court in North Carolina on a DWI charge. But fortunately, he was given a second chance. That court was led by Judge Lou Olivera, a Gulf War veteran himself, who knew all too well the mental toll of war. Joe was placed on strict probation, required to check in every 2 weeks and stay sober while receiving support. But after appearing before the judge 25 times, Joe finally slipped. He denied failing a drug test, then later admitted he had lied. And although Judge Olivera had no choice but to sentence him to 1 night in jail, what happened next completely stunned Joe. Just minutes after Joe sat alone on the cot in his cold, windowless cell, the door opened again, and there stood Judge Olivera. He didn't just bring homemade meatloaf and a change of clothes, he brought a heart full of empathy. The judge knew that for someone battling PTSD, a night in solitary confinement could be devastating. So instead of going home, Judge Olivera chose to spend the entire night in that cell, locked in by his own request, lying on a mat beside Joe, not as a figure of authority, rather as a fellow soldier. They shared stories about war, family, trauma, and survival. And when the cell opened the next morning, the judge even drove Joe home, stopping to buy donuts for his family along the way. To this day, Joe says that moment changed his life for the better. All thanks to one judge who showed a broken soldier that he wasn't alone and that he was still worth saving. Because sometimes it doesn't take punishment to change a person, it takes understanding.